Good morning, friends. Today we will discuss something about Vata. You must be knowing this Kapha, Pitta and Vata. So these are the three elements, three doshas which Ayurveda talks about. And in that, Vata is a dosha. Actually these three are our friends, Kapha, Pitta and Vata. When they are normal, when they are balanced, they are helping us, and when they are disturbed, they are imbalanced, they create many diseases in the body. So let's understand what this Vata is. You must be knowing there are these five basic elements: earth, water, fire, wind and space. Vata is a combination of wind and space. Space is a space, and wherever there is a space, wind enters into that space. So both of them, they stay together, and for them Ayurveda use the word Vata. So in a simple language, a day-to-day language, Vata means gases, air, wind. And wind or these gases, they have certain characteristics. So what are the characteristics of this wind, Vata? So one is that the most important characteristic is that it is unstable. It is not stable. So whenever you see something moving, you will know the wind has come. So that's instability, which is exactly opposite of the Kapha. Kapha is very stable and Vata is always moving. The next quality of Vata is it is very light. Naturally it's air and space, so it will be very light. It has a dryness into it, so you have kept the wet clothes for drying, and the wind comes and the clothes get dried. So dryness is the quality of Vata. Again, it is cooling. Whenever wind comes, you feel nice. There is a coolingness in the wind. And the last quality of Vata is it is very subtle. You cannot see Vata. It's very subtle. It's a wind, very subtle. So that's the quality of wind element which is there in the Vata. So naturally Vata also has these characteristics. So it is very light, it is moving. So all these characteristics of wind will come into Vata. So what this Vata will help us? When the Vata is balanced, it has many functions in the body. The most important function of Vata is all the movements in the body are dominated by Vata, or they are the functions of Vata. So you are blinking your eyelids, you are talking, you are swallowing some food, you are taking out the urine and the stools and menstrual blood, a delivery of a baby. All this comes in the domain of Vata. Even the movements of the fingers and movements of the legs, again Vata is responsible for them. I am just touching here and my brain knows that some touch has happened here. See how fast the message has gone to the brain. So again it's a domain of Vata, like you are getting the sensation of touch, such a speed. Vata has a speed, like in this Kapha, Pitta and Vata. Vata is the dosha which has a speed into it. So that's why all the movements in the body is connected with Vata. What else Vata will help you is a lightness. When Vata is balanced in the body, you will feel very light, very energetic, and very nice feeling in the body. So these are the functions of the Vata in the body. Now we have to understand this, when this Vata goes up, what happens in the body, what goes wrong in the body. And it's a huge list. Ayurveda says most of the diseases happen due to excess of Vata in the body. And that is why we have to learn this phenomenon of Vata in so much of details. This videos will be very long, as I have to explain every minute detail of Vata so you can understand it very well. And then you can know what's going wrong in your body, what are the reasons, and how to balance that Vata. We will be having 3 parts of these videos. In the first part, we will talk about what happens in the body when Vata is excess in the body. In the second part, we will understand what are the reasons behind that. If you don't find out the reasons, you are not going to heal yourself, you are not going to correct yourself. And in the third part, we will discuss about the treatments. Again, a huge treatments, lot of treatments to the Vata. What so many things we can do to pacify the Vata, and most of them are household remedies. So these 3 parts, every part will be long because you have to understand this phenomenon of Vata in great details. So let's begin. What Vata? When the Vata goes up in the body, Vata is excess in the body, what you will feel in your body. So let's start from the top of our body. So the head. So in the head, dandruff is a phenomenon of Vata. What is this dandruff is? The dryness of Vata makes this skin of the head dry and it starts coming out. So that is dandruff. And when this skin becomes dry, the dandruff starts, there will be a hair fall. So one reason of hair fall is excess Vata. You can also see that your hairs are becoming very dry, and they will come out very easily. What next is the skin. A person in whom the Vata has gone up, his skin will become dry. Skin everywhere, on the face, on the hands, on the legs, there is a dryness of the skin, and which can be easily diagnosed, which can be easily find out that, oh, my skin is getting dry. We have learned one quality of Vata is that it is a dry in nature. So when there is an excess of Vata, it will cause everything dry. And this dry skin has a nature of tanning. See, whenever there is a good lubrication in the skin, your skin will not dry it out. You go under the sun and still you won't tan. But when there is a dryness, you will tan. So again, if you are tanning easily, you are going out under the sun and you are tanning easily, that says that the Vata in your skin, the dryness in your skin has increased. So again, tanning means darkening. It's like banana. When the banana gets dried out, it turns into a black color. So whenever there is a blackening in the body, you should understand that your Vata has gone up. So what will happen next is, let's come to the eyes. nowadays it's very common phenomena that you go to a doctor and he will diagnose you with a dry eyes. So many people with this dry eyes. So what is this dry eyes? Again, the vata has increased and it has made your eyes dry. Then dry ears. Many people have a very dry ears and they will have form a very hard dry wax in their ears. So again a dry ear, and then when the dryness increases there is a itchiness. So you may also get a itchiness in the ears, itchiness in the eyes. Then the dry nose. When the nose is dry, you will develop with one phenomena that is known as dust allergy or allergy to the smoke. What happens, friends, is in our nose there is a stickiness, and when you breathe and the dust comes with the breath, it will get stuck here as it enters the nose. As the stickiness has gone because of excess of vata, the dryness has come, you will inhale that dust inside, you will inhale that smoke inside. And then to take out that smoke, to take out that dust, there will be a reaction from the body. So you will sneeze a lot and there will be a running of the nose, thin water will start coming out of the nose, and then we call it as an allergy. So please understand what is this allergy is. Your vata has increased and that's why the dust is going in, smoke is going in. Another phenomenon is very common, that there will be a choking in the nose and there will be a pain in the sinuses. So we may diagnose it wrongly at there is a mucus, a lot of mucus, like a kapha issue. But please understand, it's not a kapha issue, it's a dried nose, it's a choked nose, dried nose, dryness in the sinuses. So again, if you treat vata, you will get relieved of this choking or a dryness in the nose. What else will be there is teeth. What will happen to the teeth? Teeth are very strong, and as the wind will increase, vata will increase, the teeth will start becoming brittle and they will easily crack or they will easily fall out. Another thing will be wear and tear of the teeth. So they will become very sensitive. Some little tea, hot tea, some cold things, and you will get a very odd sensation in your teeth. So again, for all these things, vata is responsible, brittleness of the teeth or sensitive teeth. You come to a throat, and again so many issues with the throat. One is a dryness in the throat. This vata will make you dry again and again, and you will get thirst again and again. So there is a dryness of the throat, you will drink some water, again after some time your throat is dry. So one is dryness of the throat. Second thing is a dry cough. You will get a dry cough. You are coughing and nothing is coming out. Just a dryness, no mucus is coming out, or maybe you cough a lot and maybe a little mucus comes out. So it's a dry cough. It's a totally different phenomena than wet cough. Wet cough is you cough and some sputum will come. So the treatment will be totally different for a wet cough and totally different for a dry cough. So dryness, again what is underlying cause is dryness. So this is about throat. Then you come down, and then a big issue with Vata, excess Vata will be bloating of the stomach. Very interesting thing to notice. Someday your stomach will come up and other day your stomach will go inside. So friends, this is, please understand, this is not fats. Fats cannot grow up in a day and again next day your fats are gone down. It cannot happen. Fats takes lot of time to come up and lot of time to go inside. So what is this phenomena is like you're putting air in the bubble and bubble is getting bloated in a balloon and balloon is getting bloated. So that's how the air is getting collected, the wind is getting collected in your stomach and your stomach is bloated up. And if you try to press that stomach, it will be very hard. Again, see the example of balloon. It's very bloated and you try to press it, it will be very hard. So who has come inside is wind, air. And then to take out this wind, to get rid of this bloated stomach is very easy. As we will go in the last part, you will learn how to take out this wind and so your stomach will go inside. Many people, they try very hard to get rid of this bloated stomach with so much of exercise and so many other things, dieting and etc., and they are not getting results because they are doing the wrong treatments. You have to do a Vata treatment, Vata pacifying treatment to get rid of this bloated stomach. And then sometimes because of this bloating you will also get a pain in the stomach and you will also have so many other things, such as one is that there is a collection of wind inside your stomach. Now it's not going down, it will come up. So as this wind will come up, you will get a pressure on the chest, maybe there is a pain in the chest. The same wind will go in your back, will go into your neck, will go into your shoulders and will cause pain and stiffness. Pain is a phenomena of excess wind. Wherever there is a pain in the body, it may be a headache, it may be some backache, it may be some pain in the muscles, body ache, pain in the joints. Ayurveda says this is due to excess wind. It's something like that, in a small space, small area, there is a lot of pressure of wind. Too much of wind is collected in a small area and that will give a sensation of pain. So the pains are due to wind, excess wind, excess Vata. So there is a bloating and the wind is going, the same wind will go in the head and you will cause, there will be a headache. Your head is just showing a lot of pains inside. So again it's a back pressure effect. One more thing happens is, as there is so much of pressure, the food instead of going down will start coming up and we call it as a reflux. It comes up. And when we ask such patients, are they having a burning inside their chest or stomach? So many of them will say, oh, I never suffer by a burning or burning in the chest or burning in the stomach. I just suffer with this reflux. So friends, again let's be clear about this diagnosis of reflux is something is coming up, and why it is coming up? Because of so much of pressure is created in the stomach. One more phenomena happens with this excess of wind in your stomach is breathlessness. there are many reasons of breathlessness, but I can see one very important reason of breathlessness in these patients which have this bloated stomach. What happens is, whenever you breathe, there is one diaphragm, one layer over here, one curtain over here, and when you breathe, it goes down and your lungs are full with the breath. And when you exhale, this diaphragm will come up and you will exhale. Now what happens is, when there is so much of pressure from below, the diaphragm cannot come down to a total extent and you can't feel breath in your lungs totally, fully. So there will be a breathlessness, shortness of the breath. So person has to breathe again and again, and that's a breathlessness. Same thing we can relate to sleep apnea. In the night there is formation of gases, lot of gases, and person cannot breathe totally. So again, one reason of sleep apnea will be this bloated stomach. And I have seen patients with breathlessness and sleep apnea, and when we treat something about these gases, the gases goes out, there is a softness in the stomach goes in, and the issue of breathlessness and sleep apnea goes away. So see, again you can relate this breathlessness and sleep apnea with excess of vata, excess of wind. What else will happen? Yeah, sometimes this also happens, too much of pressure of gases and everything comes up, you will have a vomiting and body will throw out everything and you will feel better. So one type of vomiting may happen due to excess of wind in your stomach. The same wind in the stomach will also affect your stools, your motions. This wind, as has a quality of dryness, will dry out your stools, motions, and then they will become very hard, and you will start with the problem of constipation. Very hard stool, small stools, and also you will get a blackness in the stool, the color of vata, excess vata. So if this is happening, then again you can go to the reason of excess vata. So hard stools, black stools, constipation again will go towards vata. What else will happen is, sometimes you get a twitching in the muscles, twitching in the eyes, eye muscles, somewhere twitching in the other muscles of the body. So see, this is twitching. Twitching is a movement, very fast movement, and who is responsible for all these movements is vata. So again, this muscle twitchings is excess vata. You will also get a cramps in the leg, cramp in the other muscles, cramps in the hand muscles. So cramps is, your muscle is getting stiff and then you are moving it, and because of that it will give a pain, very sharp pain. Usually our muscles are very flexible. So like you do like this, and this happens because these muscles are very elastic, very flexible. When the vata increases in the body, and it will go to the muscles and it will make those muscles very dry because of nature of vata, and when they are very dry they will lose their elasticity, they will become stiff. So many a times you get those stiffness somewhere in the neck muscles, in the back muscles in other part of the body, and you will also have a cramps, you will have a stiffness, you may get a stiff joint, like you cannot move your shoulder, you cannot move your wrist, you cannot move your fingers, they are very stiff and painful. So see how many things this Vata is doing in our body. When it goes up, see, you can't just count the numbers. We have started from the head, and so many complaints. One other complaint will happen in the body is sound in the joints, cracking sound in the joints. See the phenomena. There is a lubrication in the joint, and that is why you won't get any sound. As the wind goes there, it will dry out that lubrication, and you will start getting sound in your joint, sound in the knees, sound in the wrist, sound in the neck, sound everywhere. So again, it's a very good diagnostic sign for you that your Vata is going up. What else it will cause is hypertension. See again, what is this phenomenon of hypertension is, normally what happens when blood flows and it will reach your arteries are elastic. So they will become big, your blood will go, and again they will become small. This elasticity is there. Once Vata increases, they will start getting harder, stiff, harder, and their elasticity will go down. Now what is happening? The blood is coming there, they are not getting bigger. So we have learned in the physics that as the resistance increases, the pressure will increase. So again, the hypertension, one of the big reason of hypertension will be excess Vata in your body. And we have seen, like many patients, they come with the complaint of hypertension, and when we inquire, we get so many symptoms that their Vata has gone up. What else will happen is insomnia. You won't get a sound sleep. See, the nature of Vata itself is unstable. It is like that. And so when the Vata goes up in your body, you are like this. You won't get a sound sleep, a very peaceful sleep. So again, one big reason of insomnia is excess Vata. Then if you come to the nails, if you see the nails of some patients, they are very cracky, very brittle, and very dry. So again, just think what's happening. Vata has reached there and made your nails like that, very brittle, very cracky. What else will happen is Parkinson's. You know what is this Parkinson's is like there is if you keep your hand like this and it will shake, it will move. Or in some old people, they are just like this, the hand is moving as its own. So there is a movement. So again, what is this movement? Movement is Vata, excess Vata, and there is a movement. And so again, too much of Vata in the body, and you will see this shaking, Parkinson's. Again, it's one symptom of excess Vata. So see how many diseases can happen due to excess of Vata. One more thing happens is cracking in your soul. So you will have a big cracks, and who is responsible for the cracks? So Vata will enter there, it will make it very dry, and your soles will start cracking. One more thing you will notice is wrinkling of the skin. When the skin becomes dry and there is a aging in the skin, and it will start wrinkling. So again, if you see wrinkling, you can also think of excess Vata in your body. Vata will also cause very serious issues in your body. One thing Ayurveda correlates with Vata is attack of paralysis. It's like tsunami. The wind has increased in the body suddenly. There is hypertension, too much of tension in the blood. The arteries will break in the brain and you will get an attack of paralysis, stroke. So Ayurveda correlates this attack of stroke with the excess of wind, excess of Vata. See, such as serious issues. And I can see many patients, I am noticing that, I have seen this patient, a lot of Vata issues, and suddenly a news comes to me, he has got a attack of paralysis, attack of stroke. Even sometimes I think some heart attack must be happening due to Vata. See, we are not correlating as a science, we are not correlating every heart attack with high cholesterol or blockage in the arteries. In some heart attacks, there is no blockage in the arteries, there is no high cholesterol, and then why heart attack? So my thinking goes like this. See, heart is pumping 24 hours. So like if you do this movement of your hand for even for a few hours, you will start getting the cramps in the muscles. So what has happened here is your muscles, after using so much of the muscles, they start getting dry and getting stiff and then will cause a cramp. Fortunately, around the heart muscle, there is a pericardial fluid which keeps the muscles, heart muscles, all the time elastic. And then I think if there is some problem in this pericardial fluid or the quality of pericardial fluid has changed, and then there is a dryness in the muscles, and then they cause a cramp in the heart muscles, which we may think of heart attack. So maybe we can also correlate, and I have seen some patients, some of the good Ayurvedic doctors, they are treating this heart with giving oil therapy and etc., and then they come out of this issue of getting this heart attack. So one type of heart attack, I am correlating it with excess Vata. What else is happening is Alzheimer. You must have known this Alzheimer disease. What happened there is your brain gets shrink. And do you think that why this shrinking is there? Only one phenomena I can see is that excess wind. Excess wind will make this brain dry and it will shrink and will lead to Alzheimer. Here we can discuss one thing is that as you learn with some other videos about Kapha, Pitta and Vata, Vata is naturally dominating in old age. Kapha dominates in the small age when person is growing. The middle age is age of Pitta. Pitta becomes more strong in that age. So many Pitta diseases in that age. And the Vata dominates in the old age. Maybe after 50s, naturally the Vata starts getting more and more in the body. And all these old age diseases, they are Vata diseases. So whatever we were counting up from the head to toe, you can see all these diseases mostly in old age. All these issues of bones and muscles and brain and nervous system and skin, constipation, insomnia, so many, almost everything you will see in old age. So my friends, as you start getting aging, your vata is going to go up in your body, and then the same vata will cause Alzheimer. So you can also think that Alzheimer is not happening in a young age. Alzheimer is not happening in the middle age. It happens in the old age. So same vata is drying out of the brain and will shrink the brain and will cause Alzheimer. And it's very interesting to note that nowadays in the US, I have heard that they started drinking coconut oil as a therapy to Alzheimer. And as we go ahead and we learn about the treatments of Ayurveda, you will know that oil is the best medicine of Vata, the best medicine. So whatever they are doing, drinking the coconut oil, they will definitely get results for Alzheimer. What else will happen is osteoporosis. You must know this term, osteoporosis. Your bones are become porous, brittle. So what is this porosis is? This vata is coming inside the bones and it is making them porous. It has taking out all the stuff inside, and the space will getting created. Vata is a space. So the space is getting created in the bones. Now they will become brittle and will easily break. So again, Vata is responsible for osteoporosis, and again you can connect. See, all this information will help to connect yourself and your issues. So again, when Vata is going more and more in the body is old age. And again, osteoporosis, you can see this osteoporosis mostly when the patient has a little more age. So again, osteoporosis is a Vata disease. So many serious diseases, stroke, maybe heart attack, maybe this osteoporosis, Alzheimer, such a serious diseases. And if you understand how to pacify this Vata, how to control this Vata, you will definitely prevent all these issues about yourself. That is why it is very important to understand this Vata with such details. Today we see all these Vata issues are coming little early than before. All these issues, they are old age issues, and now we can see these issues in 30s, 40s. In 30s you are getting a pains here and there, and there is a noise in your joints, issues with the memory and weakness, so many Vata issues. So we will go ahead when we see the reasons, and I can see a very clear reasons why Vata is increasing in 30s and 40s. I think there's so much of fast lifestyle, too much of working hours, lot of stress, very less sleep, the food changes, everything has caused these early Vata issues, and it's a very dangerous sign. If you are getting issues in 30s, Vata issues, the destruction of your body has already started. How your health will be good in next few decades? So we have, every one of us must understand why we are developing so many Vata issues. Tiredness again is a Vata issue. When Vata is balanced in the body, you are very fresh. But when it goes up, it goes to tiredness. And my dear friends, today I meet patients and most of them are showing this sign of tiredness. They are always tired. You ask them and they are never fresh. They are always tired. We also come up with this diagnosis of chronic fatigue syndrome. They are tired throughout the day. So very simple to understand is their vata is going up, and to come out of this tiredness is very simple. Here let's see what is vata phenomena according to the modern science. You must have heard this term, antioxidants, substances which reduce the oxidation. And what is this oxidation? Oxidation is excess wind. Oxidation causes wear and tear, degeneration, aging, same, everything is same. There is a destruction process has started in your body, and so many diseases are happening due to this oxidation. So what is this oxidation is? You go out in outside world and you will see a big mountains and rocks on the mountains, and wind comes to these rocks again and again, and these rocks show degeneration, wear and tear, isn't it? In the same way, the excess wind in our body will cause this degeneration. So what is this osteoporosis? This is degeneration, oxidation. What is this Alzheimer? It's oxidation, degeneration. What is this bone issues? So we can correlate this oxidation process and excess vata, they are same. So then to treat this excess vata, to treat this oxidation is a treatment we know known as antioxidants. And so we will learn what antioxidants Ayurveda talks about. So did you get it? This oxidation and vata, excess vata, is the same process. So why we are talking about all this vata symptoms and signs is, then you can self-diagnose yourself that, oh my God, my vata is going up. So there may not be all symptoms. There may be few symptoms here and there, maybe some change, some pain in the muscles and some breathlessness, bloating, constipation, dryness, some symptoms here and there. But then those symptoms will make you think that my vata is going up. Some more things to diagnose this vata. You can ask these few questions to yourself. See, our purpose is you have to understand, you have to diagnose yourself, you have to find out the reasons why vata is going up, and you have to treat yourself. You are becoming your own doctors to some extent. So that is why you should diagnose it first. So few questions. How will be your hunger? So in a vata, sometimes hunger is very good, sometimes it is not. Sometimes you get a bloated stomach, the stomach full of gases, and then you will not get a good hunger. Already your stomach is occupied by gases, so there is no space inside and you will not get a very strong hunger. Sometimes when it is soft, you will get a good hunger. Many patients comes to me and they say that I eat a little portion and I am full. So this may happen with you also, that there is a lot of gases and you are eating little and you feel full. Actually you are not full because you are eaten very small portion, and within 2 hours you will be hungry. Again you will eat something little and you are full. So this you can diagnose yourself is your vata has increased in your stomach. The gases are there in the stomach. What happens with the thirst? Naturally, the vata is more, you are getting dryness in the throat again and again, and you will be dry. Like there is surface, some glass, you want to keep that glass moist, you apply some water over there, and some wind will come, sun will come, and water will evaporate. It will go away. You have to apply the water again. So the same phenomena will happen with the thirst. Which water you will prefer? So when you ask yourself, little warm water or hot water will be preferable than cold water when vata is more. We have seen that quality of vata is it is cooling. So when it is more, you need something opposite. So you need a warm water or a little hot water, you prefer that naturally. So that's again you will know that, oh, I'm feeling better with the warm water. Yeah, my vata has gone up. It's again, it will help you for a diagnosis. Then what happens in the body is there is extreme lightness. Vata is light. So there is extreme lightness and weakness in the body. This tiredness, weakness, they all go with vata. And how you will identify your tiredness? You are tired and doing some more work and you will be more tired. You will be more weak. So that will be there in the body. You walk from here to there little and you are tired. So your vata is more. And then also there will be a giddiness. And the vata will reach the brain, the head, and it will spin your head and you will get a giddiness. So again it's a vata sign, extreme weakness you will see in your body. So these are all signs, and what all signs we are talking about, you will see all these signs about dryness and etc, etc, pains here and there. You will see, you will experience it there in your body. What else is constipation? Hardness of the stools. The normal stool is like a banana, well formed, not hard, but when the vata increases, it will become very hard. There may be painful feeling when you are taking out your stools. Now, you may know later that my vata has increased, but your body senses it very fast. Body is very intelligent, body is very clever. So within a day, body will know, oh, my vata has gone up and its demands will change. So what will be the demands now? Vata is dry, very light and cooling. See the qualities of vata, very dry, light and cooling. So to balance this vata, you will need exactly opposite food. So your body will start craving for oily things, fried things, creamy things, everything sticky. And you will be surprised why my body is asking these things. Then 3 tests are there which will pacify vata. One is sweet, other is sour, and the last one is salty. So you may prefer some of this taste. Some person may go for a sweet thing, some may be sour, some may be salty, or maybe all these 3 tastes. So he will be surprised. Maybe a person will never like sweet taste and suddenly he will start liking a sweet taste or a sour taste. Then he will again think, oh, my vata is increasing and that is why my body is asking, craving for such things. We take this craving very negatively. We take this craving as our tongue is out of control and it's asking all this bad food, junk food to us. But as you start learning yourself, and as it's my experience with so many patients, now I am taking it other way around. I am saying that your wise body is creating this craving or this demand to balance your health. So please take this craving most of the time as a demand for your body to balance the imbalance which has happened inside. Your vata has gone up. Then you will love warm food. A person who is loving a cold food and suddenly starts demanding that, oh, I want a warm tea or warm some drink or something warm, then again your vata is going up. So these are the few signs which help you to diagnose that my vata is going up. When the vata is more in the body, wind is more in the body, that person is not comfortable with very cold air. If there is a AC, cold air, and he will be not happy with that AC. He doesn't want to have that AC. Or there is a fan on his body, and then again he is not comfortable by that wind. So the wind inside, the cold wind outside, and he will not be comfortable. So again this will suggest us that yeah, his wind has gone up. Again it will help us for our diagnosis. Then there may be a huskiness in his voice. His voice is very dry, very cracky. So again, it's who will do that? Wind will do that. Wind will make his voice very cracky. Some more things will also happen is vata causes weakness everywhere. Weakness in the muscles, and also weakness in the eyes, weakness in the ears. So his capacity to listen will go down. There may be some deafness in his eyes. One reason of deafness, vata increases. Maybe his strength of the eyes will go down. There may be he will have to wear specs very early. That's again one sign we can see that your vata is going up. In a women also we can see many issues of this vata. One is a premenstrual pain or a discomfort. So if the vata is more, this women will feel that before the menses there is a bloating and a lot of pain is happening here and there, even the fullness in the breast and full pain in the breast. She may experience these things, and also during menses she will also experience pain. So that we can correlate to vata. One more thing again, we can think of this abortions, miscarriages. See, the baby has come in your uterus, and we need a stickiness, kapha, to hold that baby over there. And as you are now understanding, the vata causes dryness, and so when the dryness, too much dryness will be there in the uterus cannot hold that baby, and then this women may have to go for an abortion, miscarriage. And we can see in same women this tendency goes ahead, that she will have a multiple miscarriages or abortions. There are other reasons also, but one reason is coming in front of me is definitely vata, excess vata. So dear friends, we talked so many signs and symptoms of vatas. Maybe some are remaining here and there, but with this knowledge, with this information, I am sure that you will start thinking about yourself, and maybe you are with many vata signs and symptoms in your body. So now let's go to the second part, and there we will see why this Vata is going up in your body. Thank you very much.